So whenever you prestige the Maddox AR inside of Black Ops 7 Zombies, you unlock a burst attachment for it that speeds up the fire rate a lot, but not really boosting damage or nothing. So today we're going to try it out inside of Astra Malorum. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and enjoy the video. Want to unlock all new mastery camos like Singularity ASAP? Check out Mitch Cactus, the biggest and the most reliable name in Call of Duty. They offer instant delivery DLC codes like Monster Energy, plus lobbies delivered in under an hour. Everything is 100% safe and legit for Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. Just about the community and seen all over YouTube, Mitch Cactus has over 20,000 verified reviews and thousands of personal vouchers. Make them the go-to for all things Call of Duty and even other games like Battlefield 6. Use code SPAZO to save 5% off, limited time only. So when you prestige the Maddox assault rifle inside of Black Ops 7 Zombies, you unlock the burst barrel. Now, funny enough, this thing does not increase the damage. It, matter of fact, weakens this weapon. But what it does do is it increases the fire rate by a good amount. And then when you rock the rapid fire attachment as well, it speeds it up even faster. And then, must I say, whenever you get double tap, it makes it obviously faster. So today we're going to have a little bit of fun with this weapon and see just how good this weapon is with this attachment, and should you use it inside of zombies. So again, we are on Astra Malorum. Now this map we are playing because of the event currently. I'm trying to continuously earn points, that way I can guarantee myself the mastery camo for this event, because that thing just looks absolutely sick, and I don't really want to miss out on that thing, especially because it's a zombies camo, right? That what zombies creator doesn't have the zombies camo, am I right? So we're probably gonna end up leaving spawn here shortly. No, I didn't want to use that gum. Okay, thank you. My button spam actually worked there. Now, I did just kind of prestige this, so I don't have many attachments unlocked for it, so we can't really fully kit this weapon out. So, of course, with this weapon, there is a 60-round magazine and all sorts of other things that can make this thing incredibly better. But again, like I just said, I don't have any of those unlocked, so we're not really using those today. We're just pretty much using an optic, an underbarrel, the rapid fire attachment, and then obviously the barrel, of course. But that being said, we can go ahead and start trying to get this power turned on. It's already round 4. I usually try to get the power turned on about this time inside of the game. Just makes life a little bit easier. I try not to spread it into the higher rounds. Then it can actually become a little bit more difficult, as doing the power lockdown isn't always the easiest thing in the world. It definitely is kind of simple sometimes to go down on that. But hey, maybe I just suck. And there's pack 1 on our Maddox already. Now we can kind of start purchasing some perks and stuff. I do need to shoot some of these purple shards. That way we can get a little bit more salvage for ourselves, because you can't run a suppressor with this weapon. That is one thing about it, so you're not going to be able to get that extra salvage, I guess you could say. Well, obviously you can run a suppressor with the regular version, but this barrel kind of cancels that out. So yeah, you can't really do that. So we need to make sure we get our perks, and we need to make sure we are shooting those shards. That way, again, we can get some more salvage so we can actually upgrade this dang thing. But that really shouldn't be too bad. Oh my gosh, that zombie is a hair away from death. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go grab Jug real fast, I'm thinking. And then what we can do is we can start trying to shoot those a little bit. I do want to get Speed Cola relatively quick, but I'm going to focus my perks. That way we can get the Wonder Fizz to spawn in. There's one piece of salvage. There's a piece of equipment. Here's another drop of salvage. Love to see it. We'll be able to get uncommon rarity with one more drop of salvage, which we just got. So we can actually go get that while we're inside of the Jug room. Then we can start cooking some zombies. So this thing is definitely a lot of fun to use. A lot of fun to kill some zombies with. Hopefully we can get the rest of our perks here shortly, but I'm trying to also worry about getting double pack as well, because we do kind of got to get that in a reasonable time. The difference between this map and obviously Ashes of the Damned is you don't necessarily got to focus on it as much, because you don't have to really worry about Zersa. You're pretty much just worrying about zombies on this map. You can avoid Oscar all the time if you really want to. He's really not much of a threat. If you've played Call of the Dead, you'll have no problem avoiding him. There's some more salvage on the ground. I'm trying to make sure I pick up every single drop I get. I have a small habit of not going and picking up some, even if I see it on the ground, for some odd reason. But we're about to have 10,000 essence. Yeah, we definitely are going to need to get double pack soon. Well, I guess we could probably save up for it, purchase it, and then grab our next perk. We don't really need double tap right now. It's definitely not a needed perk right this second. I think I would rather get double pack. We can keep shooting these. I'm getting a decent amount of salvage to drop from these, man. They're definitely something good to do inside of the game. If you guys haven't been doing it or aren't using it, I would highly recommend to take advantage of them. because whether or not they give you a little bit of equipment or one drop of salvage, in the end it adds up, especially in a map like this where, you know, you don't really have many side Easter eggs for salvage, right? The spores, we got spoiled with those over on Ashes of the Damned. That was incredibly easy to get spoiled with. We would get Pack 2 crystals, all sorts of crazy stuff. And then they completely nerfed it. We kind of forgot how the game actually was before that, where you'd get no salvage. There's another piece of equipment. We can keep looking around for these. It's only round 12. I mean, we're slowly flying through this, but obviously the setup process is what takes a little while when you're starting off. Then once you kind of get fully set up, you can kind of just start flying through the rounds. Really isn't too bad of an ordeal. Full Pack-a-Punch, here we go. And I guess we could hop up on the table for a minute, just to kind of shred some zombies. We do have enough to go grab another perk, whether it's Wisp Tea or Quick Revive, doesn't really matter. Or we could get Stamina. I guess maybe we should try and get Stamina. That would probably help us out a little bit better than all the other ones. Of course, having the quicker regen definitely helps out with Quick Revive, but being able to move quicker kind of saves your life in the end. At least in my opinion. Okay, there we go. That round's pretty much over. Round 14. Yeah, we can head over there and start grabbing Stamina, but then the Wonderfish should spawn in, so we could just head over to the middle of the map and grab Double Tap and Deadshot. I don't think we have enough to get all three of them right this second, but we sure will by probably the end of this round, I can imagine. You get a decent amount of essence per round, so we really shouldn't be lacking. We shouldn't be broke by the end of it. There's some more salvage on the ground. We can grab that. Reload. This is always a nice little area to get zombies to spawn into. They definitely seem to spawn rather fast in here. It's just such a big room. There's so many spawn points. Now, you can definitely die here rather quick, so be careful there. But it's still a very good spot, nothing less. Especially if you can train. If you're good at training, it's a nice little POI to go to. The Machina Australis. Okay. Time to grab Double Tap and Deadshot. Let me go ahead and grab Deadshot and Double Tap. Bada bing, bada boom. Now we can see this thing with its full maximum fire rate. So, let's see. It's so weird, because you know what it sounds like to me? It kind of reminds me of the Akita shotgun. Obviously, it's an AR, but dude, it just sounds like a full auto shotgun, just super fast. So, I'm noticing that the damage isn't even in the thousands yet, which is kind of alarming considering we're blue rarity pack 2. But we'll see, you know. We will see, right? It still could shred, who knows. As long as we just keep grabbing the salvage, I think we'll be perfectly fine. Try and just continue taking advantage of those. You know what's one thing I wish they would kind of change, though, about Astra? Is that if you kill Oscar with your gun, I think you should get a little bit more rewards than the robot. Now, I understand the robot, right? This and this and this. But I think he should drop some salvage or something. Maybe like 2 blue drops of salvage, like 500 salvage. That's pretty worth it compared to how beefy and tanky he is. And I know there's ways you can kill him easy. You can throw a Casimir, it damages him a ton. You could use the middle map trap, kills him, damages him a ton. So I get it, right? But then again, you still got to use your gun a little bit on him. It's still challenging. He can literally insta-wipe you. So it definitely is something I think they should consider changing in the game. Can I just please grab some ammo, Oscar? There we go. Now I can run away from you. But yeah, I think that would be a pretty cool change. I definitely would like to see that in a future update. But maybe that's just me. Let me know in the comment section how you guys feel about that. Should Oscar give more loot, or should it just stay the way it is? A couple hundred points away from being able to triple pack. We do already have epic rarity, and we're only dealing 1,300 headshot damage, which again, like I was just saying about the previous upgrade, it's kind of alarming. I mean, we're killing zombies, we're shredding zombies, we're not having trouble at all. But still, looking at those numbers, it's a little bit scary, because that might mean this could be a very, very weak thing instead of zombies. So far, I mean, again, I'm cooking, I'm shredding, I'm having a blast using this. But I guess we'll see. Only time will tell. But we are about to have it triple pack, so we'll kind of get a good grip now, because Legendary's only going to upgrade it so much. So yeah, it was about 2,700 damage right there for a triple pack epic rarity shot. Now remember, it is a burst, and it does have a very fast fire rate. 2671 is the headshot damage, which is very, very small. Definitely probably the smallest I've seen personally. But who knows, right? We still got to get a legendary. We need 4,000 more salvage, which is a ways away. Hopefully we can get that relatively quick. I'm just going to keep using the shard method, or the crystal method, whatever you want to call it. Reload. We can keep shredding these guys. I need to get a vest. I think that's what we're going to spend our essence on next. That's usually what I do. I get triple pack and then I'll start looking for an armor vest. Usually that's kind of why I result in dying a lot. Because I'll forget and I'll just be on around 30 with a 1 plate and get absolutely cooked. It happens. Can I grab that piece of salvage right there? Ugh. There we go. Nice. We got it. Here's some more salvage over here. It's another Ravager round. We are definitely flying through these rounds, so hopefully we can get legendary. I would hope. It would be nice to see this max potential on this thing. Even if we got legendary and just shot one zombie just to see the damage. Come on, Ravagers. Try and let those Ravagers eat that loot. That way they drop some salvage for us. Give us a little bit of extra. There we go. Okay, yeah, we can run around, go find a vest, and then we'll go from there, hopefully. 1,600 salvage. We're slowly getting there, but man, is it a journey. It's so hard sometimes to get legendary in this game. Usually you can get it about around 32-ish, it seems like. Now, I haven't really taken advantage of, like, SAM trials. SAM trials, holy moly. Head trials. But if I do have another one pop up, I'm definitely going to try and do it. As you can get about 600 salvage a pop on some of those, which changes the game and makes it extremely easier to get it. But so far, I will say this, it's definitely not the strongest weapon I've ever used. Now, with a 60-round mag attachment, which there is on this weapon, could make it a lot better, but obviously that's not going to change the damage of this burst. So it certainly is fun. Is it the best gun in the world? No. Right? Is it a top 10? No. But it's doing its job. It's killing zombies, so I guess that's good, right? We got another piece of salvage down here we should try and get. I swear I slid past that one zombie. But I guess maybe he did a little pivot move and went right in front of me. Who knows? There we go. There's some more salvage on the ground. We're at 3,900. There's double points. This round isn't over yet? Jeez, it's a long round. Okay, what other perks should we buy? We can get PhD, we can get Vulture, Wisp, and just give me Quick Revive. Here's another drop over here we need to pick up. Don't miss out on any bit of it. No more crystals spawning. Nope. Okay, well, we can go ahead and just train these guys up. We got a little bit of double points left, but to be honest, we don't need double points at all. Like, at all. We pretty much have everything we need. We got a little bit of essence in case we need to buy some ammo. Pretty much about it. There's some more salvage right there. I guess just keep training around this massive rock. That shall be the way. Gonna need to go up on that hill and buy some ammo here real soon. Well, we just got some dropped, but I'll just go ahead and buy some. Okay, we're 800 salvage away. There's some salvage. Nice. I know there's a ton on the ground over here. Well, there was a ton. Maybe I picked it up. Sometimes you flip around and they give you salvage as well, which is always kind of nice. Sometimes you just flip and get an extra like 300 salvage. Okay, we can grab this over here. There we go. Okay, we got quite a few drops that round. Hopefully we can keep that going into the next round. We only need a little bit more. So we're looking fairly... We got enough. Would you look at that, dude? Round 30, we can get legendary rarity. Hello, Oscar. I don't mean to bother you. These Ravagers are going to be a pain. Let me just Ether Shroud, because I want to get legendary. I don't want to have to worry about Oscar damaging me or any of that. Okay, so Ravager, 38, 29 damage. Still isn't that high, but we already kind of knew it doesn't really jump that much. It's not that much of a difference. But we should be good. Come on, Ravagers. Holy crap. Jeez. Holy. Those things are crazy sometimes. Okay, is that the end? Here it is. Last Ravager. Okay, now we are on round 31. Let's go ahead and use this round, and we will test Legendary and just see if it shreds, right? It doesn't really matter if it does or if it doesn't. We already kind of have a good look at this weapon. Come on, zombies. Everybody train up. We got freaking zombies that are going crazy because of Oscar. Good going, Oscar. I appreciate it. Yeah, so 3829 is the weapon's damage level, which is not high. It's actually really low. Okay, we can reload. Keep shredding these guys. Reload once again. Oscar's back over there. We're starting to penetrate the zombies through Oscar. To hitting Oscar. Kind of phrased that wrong. Jump up here real quick while these guys are spawning in. Okay. Back into the spawn area. I never come back to spawn whenever I'm playing. Obviously I do maybe on earlier rounds if I'm, say, trying to get quick revive. But in terms of, like, training, I never come back here for some reason. And it seems like such a cool little spot to go. Holy moly. We can go back in through here to Speed Cola. I do sit by Speed Cola a lot. It's actually a cool little room to go to. And insta-kill. I can imagine that this isn't going to be that good for Oscar. I mean, it's damaging him. Which is good. Okay, I'm about to die. But, yeah, I mean, this is definitely a fun prestige attachment to do and to use. Should you go out of your way to spend an hour and a half, 2 hours maxing this weapon out just to use this for a good game? No. I would, honestly, if you're going to use this, I would just recommend slowly leveling this weapon up just to get it to Prestige. Don't try and grind it all out just for the sake of this attachment. Now, obviously, the Prestige Mastery camo is definitely pretty sweet on this, so I would recommend going for that. That's what I'm using this for, and that's why I'm going for it, right? But, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know what you guys think about this Burst Maddox inside of zombies. Let me know down in the comment section below. But I will see you guys in the next one. I am out. Have a good one. Peace.